The Nanny Diaries, or The Devil Wears Nappies, as it's, being correctly dubbed.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, as she mispronounces her own name, but that's how she mispronounces it, so we have
her choice.
It is. It's, what's that thing in Young Frankenstein? Igor, Froderick, Scarlett Johansson. And the story is, it's based on a best-selling book about somebody becoming a nanny for Fifth Avenue mums who've got money coming out of their ears and don't look after their kids properly. And it's a kind of a classic chick-lit story. And Scarlett Johansson is this nanny who gets sent in to look after this absolutely horrendous couple, really, really horrendous couple, and she sees the whole thing as an anthropomorphical project. And it's one of those things that in the opening sequence, which is 3 minutes long, the anthropomorphical thing starts to wear thin. She's observing all these people as if they are in a nature reserve, and you think this gag may last for the credits, but after that it's really going to fall down. Well, it goes on through the credits, and it carries on through the rest of the movie, and what it is that she's an annoying and unbelievable, and I have to say, clearly not a nanny. I mean, she's Scarlett Johansson. Oh, I can't get a job. Yes, you can. You're Scarlett Johansson. You know what? Ring Woody Allen. He's making another film. No one will release it anymore. But hey, you're Scarlett Johansson. It's not going to be a problem. You are not a nanny. She gets signed up for this nannying job, which she could leave at any time. But does she leave? No. She whines and moans and complains. Yes, her working conditions are terrible. The people she's working for are terrible. Leave. No, because that doesn't suit the story. So we sit there thinking, who's this movie for? Maybe it's for disgruntled nannies who might like to think that actually in their life they could be Scarlett Johansson, although in fact, as all the research tells us, the people who are really put upon are not Scarlett Johanssons of this world. I mean, the terrible situation of nannies in America is actually largely massively underpaid immigrant workforce, and people have few or no rights. Point number one. Point number two, this is directed by the people that made American Splendor. American Splendor is a really interesting film. Ghost World, in which Scarlett Johansson was once quirky and interesting, was a really interesting film. And yet all the quirkiness has gone. All we have is irritating couple, irritating child, irritating nanny, irritating script, irritating book, irritating performances. And you're sitting there thinking, I don't understand who this is for. Maybe it's a kid's film. And then you look on the BBFC guidelines, and the BBFC guidelines point out quite rightly, it's 12A, right? For one use of strong language. The use of strong language has clearly been put there to get the PG-13 in America, because otherwise everyone will think it's a kids' film. But it also includes mild sex references, a bunch of words which I won't read out here because we've already covered that, blah, 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 blah. And some scenes about working as a nanny is so porno. So no, it's not good for kids either. So who's it for? Not for kids, not for grown-ups, not for nannies. That means it's for, well, that would be no one. I just say, of course, that the penny that's just dropped in my head is in the middle of that babble I was just doing then. I don't mean anthropomorphism. I mean anthropology. Anthropomorphism is the thing about making animals into people, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Anthropology is the thing about, anthropology.
Watching human behaviour.
Exactly. So the word that I couldn't get was anthropology. But what's interesting is that I kind of thought, I could bluff it out. I could pretend that I meant anthropomorphism, but it's just, so addled is my brain, having this morning seen Daddy Day Camp, more next week, The Invasion, and just dealing with Nanny Diaries. It turned into anthropomorphism.
All is a lot clearer.